Hi guys, hello everyone. I'm really happy to see you again though the social media. So today topic is passivization. So this also one kind of transformation of sentences. My dear students already know very well about that. What is meant transformation of sentences and reported speech that we have learned the last class. So in this class, I am going to explain the passivization. Let's enter the class. So passivization, it can be divided into two different grammatical structure, the active voice and passive voice. So what does mean active voice? The sentences in which the subject performs the action and object receives it are said to be in the active voice. Listen the example, Rita cut the cake. Here Rita is a subject, cut is a verb and the cake is an object. So when the sentence, in the sentence, when the subject perform the action, Rita perform the action, Rita cut the cake. An object receives it are said to be in the active voice. Okay. Then passive voice. Sentences when the subject receive the action of the verb, such a sentence is said to be in the passive voice. Okay. When we give importance to the subject, this is an active sentence. When we give importance to the object, this is a passive sentence. Okay. The next one. You must have noticed some important points about the sentences in active voice. The following points must be written in a grammar note. You also must have noticed some important points about the sentence in the active voice. The active voice, how do we find out whether it is active or passive? One sentence, if you want to find out whether it is active or passive, how do we find? So these are the points must be used. So verbs are used in the active form. Active structure, verbs are used in the active structure. Then already know very well the passive structure, be form verb plus verb 3 form. If it is not so, this is active sentence. The second one, the action is expressed directly. Listen the example, Soma has won a scholarship. Okay, and the action is expressed directly. Then third one, the emphasis is on the subject of the verb rather than the object. Emphasis means here importance. So when we give importance to the subject, this is active sentence. When we give importance to the object, this is a passive sentence. So my dears, you also must have noticed some important points about sentences in the passive voice. So here verbs are used in the passive form, passive structure that you already know very well. Be form verb plus verb 3 form. This is a passive structure. So the action is expressed indirectly. A scholarship has been won by Soma. So okay, the emphasis is on the object of the verb rather than the subject. So in the active sentence, we give importance to the subject. In the passive sentence, we give importance to the object, the emphasis. Okay, a scholarship has been won by Soma. So guys, in English language, we generally express access in the active voice, but some situation we prepare to use the passive voice. What are the situations that already we have discussed in the classroom? Number one, when we don't know who has done the action. For example, listen the example, my bag was stolen. So even I don't know who has stolen my bag. So when we don't know who is the doer of the action, we have to use we prepare to use passive voice. My bag was stolen. Then another one, a new scheme was announced. So we don't know who has done the action. So a new scheme was announced. This is a best example. The second situation, the action is more important than who did the action or what caused it. When we give importance to the action, not the doer of the action, this situation we prepare to use the passive voice. For example, the results have been published. Okay, we don't bother about the doer of the action. We want results, that's all. We know very well about that. The education department, the government has released the results. Okay, we want results. We don't bother about the doer of the action. So this situation we have to use passive voice. The results have been published. The new plants are found in the valley. Okay, these two examples we give importance to the action, not the doer of the action. I hope you understood very well. Okay. So finally we enter the class. So these are the rules and regulations. Grammar is nothing but the rules and regulations of particular language that already I have told you. Here is the general rules. The following rules to be added when one sentence change active voice to passive voice, and same rules must be removed when we change passive to active voice. Okay, listen the rules and regulations. If you want to change active voice to passive voice, these 4 rules must be added. If you want to change passive voice to active voice, these 4 rules must be removed. Okay, the first one, interchange the subject and object. Then add suitable be form verb. The third one, main verb should be changed in the verb 3 form, past participle. Then final one, add by before the new object. I will explain with one example. The governor inaugurated the exhibition at 10 o'clock. Okay, the governor's subject, inaugurated is a verb, the exhibition is an object. At 10 o'clock is adverbial phrases. Okay, this is active sentence. Okay, and there is no be form verb plus verb 3 form. There is no passive structure. So I assure this is an active sentence. We have to change into passives. So the 4 rules must be added. First one, interchange the subject and object. Here subject becomes object, object becomes subject. So by the way, listen the example, the exhibition. Okay, then add suitable be form verb. How many be form verbs in English? There are 5. Is, am, are, was, were. Is, am, are, was is a present tense. Was, were is a past tense. Okay, inaugurated is a verb in the past tense. So we have to add past be form verb. Was, were, there are 2. The exhibition is a singular, so we have to add was. Okay, I hope you understood very well. The exhibition was verb 3 form, be form verb plus verb 3 form, inaugurated, inaugurated, inaugurated. So the exhibition was inaugurated. The last rule, main verb should be changed in the verb 3 form, inaugurated already we have changed. And the final rule, add by before the new object. The governor becomes object in the sentence, the passive sentence. So the before the object we have to add by. Okay, the exhibition was inaugurated by the governor at 10 o'clock. Okay, my dear students, I suggested you to just pause the video and write the general rules. These are the very important rules and regulations. It must be copied in your grammar note. Okay, next I am going to explain tense based rules. Dear students, you know very well about that. There are 12 tenses in English that you know very well. But we have a passive form only for 8 tenses. There are 12 tenses in English, but we have a passive form only 8 tenses. Remaining 4 tenses don't have a passive form. So thus the following tenses don't have a passive form. Present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense, and future continuous tense. These 4 tenses don't have a passive form. The remaining 8 tenses have a passive form. So simple tenses 3, continuous tenses 2, and perfect tenses. Simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense, and present continuous and past continuous. Future continuous doesn't have a passive form. Then perfect tenses, present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Okay. In the active sentence, if it is in the simple present tense, we have to add, this is a passive structure, is, are, am plus verb 3 form. If it is in the past tense, was or were plus verb 3 form. Future tense, will or shall plus be plus verb 3 form. Okay. If it is a continuous tense, present continuous, is, are, am plus being plus verb 3 form. Past continuous, was, were plus being plus verb 3 form. Okay. Then perfect tense, present perfect tense, have, has plus been plus verb 3. If the active sentence is okay guys, these are the tense based rules when we have to change active voice to passive voice. The perfect tense I'm explain once again. Present perfect, have, has plus been plus verb 3. Then past perfect, had plus been plus verb 3. Then future perfect tense, will have or shall have plus been plus verb 3. Okay, just pause the video, you have to write everything. Okay, I will explain with the examples. Okay, simple present tense. Listen to the example. Rita eats biscuits every morning. Here Rita is a singular subject, so we have to add verb plus yes. Rita eats biscuits every morning. This is active sentence. We have to change. So interchange the subject and object biscuits. Okay. Then add suitable be form verb. Rita eats is a simple present tense. So biscuits plural. So we have to add are. Biscuits are verb 3 form. Eat, ate, eaten. So biscuits are eaten by Rita every morning. I hope you understood very well. Then simple past tense. The artist sketched the portrait. Same rules to be followed. The portrait, interchange the subject and object. The portrait is a subject singular. So we have to add was. That is sketched is a simple past tense. So portrait is a singular. We have to add was. The portrait was sketched. Verb 3 form sketched. The portrait was sketched by. We have to add by before the new object, the artist. Okay, the portrait was sketched by the artist. Then simple future tense. Okay, there is no be form verb in the simple future tense, so we have to take as a be form verb will or shall. So the old lady will distribute the blankets among the needy families. Okay, so interchange the subject and object. So after the preposition, we don't bother about the objects. Okay, the blankets is an object here. The blankets will. Okay, will is a be form verb. The blankets will be plus verb 3 form distributed. The blankets will be distributed by the old lady among the needy families. I hope you understood very well. The next one, continuous tenses. If the active sentence is the present continuous tense, we have to change like that. Sarah is calling Kida to the garden. Okay. Subject plus be form verb plus verb plus ing. This is the present continuous structure form. So we have to change into active sentence. Okay. What is the object in the sentence? Kida. Kida becomes a subject in the passive sentence. Kida. Subject is singular. This is a present tense. We have to add be form verb yes. So then this is a continuous tense. Though what is the rules? Be form verb plus being plus verb 3. Kida is being plus verb 3. Called. So Kida is being called by Sarah. We have to add by before the new object. By Sarah to the garden. Then past continuous. The carpenter was cutting the wood. Same rules to be followed. Interchange the subject wood. So that is the past tense. So we have to, wood is a singular. We have to add was. Wood was. That is a continuous tense. We got to add be plus being plus verb 3. So wood was being cut. Add by before the new object by the carpenter. Okay. Next one. Perfect tenses. Present perfect tense. The drivers have declared the strike. If subject is singular, we have to add has plus verb 3. Subject is plural, we have to add have plus verb 3. The driver's plural subject, so we have to add have plus verb 3. This is the present perfect tense. The drivers have declared the strike. Interchange the subject and object, the strike. Here, listen the student, the strike is a singular subject, so we have to add has. Okay. What is the grammatical, what is the passive structure for perfect tenses? Have, has plus been plus verb 3. So the strike has been declared. Been plus verb 3 form. The strike has been declared by the drivers. Okay. Next, past perfect tense. The officers had informed the minister about the completed project. The officers had informed the ministers about the completed project. Had plus verb 3 form. Subject plus had plus verb 3. This is a past perfect tense form. Okay. So we have to interchange the subject, the minister. About the preposition, we don't bother about the object in the sentence. The minister is the object. Object becomes the subject in the passive sentence. The minister. Okay. Have, had, has plus been plus verb 3. This is a passive structure. The minister had been informed by whom? By officers about the completed project. Okay. Next, future perfect tense. The contractor will have constructed the dam before onset of rainy season. Okay. The contractor will have constructed. Future perfect tense. So interchange the subject, the dam. Will have or shall have plus been plus verb 3. This is a passive structure. So the dam will have been constructed. The dam will have been constructed by the contractor before the onset of rainy season. Okay, I hope you all understood very well, my dear students. This is a practice question I have given. So many teams play Indian Premier League. This is a active sentence. You have to change into passive. Okay, according to the rules and regulation, you have to change every sentences, 10 sentences, and submit your answers to the WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you guys. Next video we will discuss about the conversion of interrogative sentences into passive. Okay, in this video we have learned the general rules and 10 space rules. So next video we will discuss about conversion, how to conversion of interrogative sentence into passive, and conversion of imperative sentences into passive, and ditransitive verbs. With the two objects, how do we change into active voice to passive voice? These are the information we will discuss about the next video. Thank you guys. Thank you.